by providing additional nourishment to hungry students throughout the day. We deliver once per month, and 95% of public schools in Nova Scotia come under the breakfast program. Recent statistics show that 1 in 4 children in Nova Scotia live in poverty, with food insecurity as one of the 3 major challenges facing families. This past year, due to rising costs, schools were overwhelmed with the food requirements. For example, Dartmouth South Academy reported that the $1,700 that they received monthly by the government was insufficient. As prices rose, families are having problems finding the money to cover costs, as we all know. This has placed a huge burden on schools to help with ensuring that students in this extraordinary time of need are provided for. And we know this problem will get worse before it gets better. It is our hope and prayer that you will continue to help us throughout this school year in supporting this most important outreach program, which lessens the burden on families living with the worry and anxieties of feeding their children. Every child deserves access to healthy food so that they can reach their full potential both inside and outside the classroom. We are given a tremendous opportunity to help in our small way alleviate the hunger that some of these children suffer daily. What can we do to support this program? I have 3 things. Can donate funds, and you can do that in 3 different ways: by placing money in the grab-and-go envelopes. Some are at the back on my right-hand side.
Down by Father Peter.
Checks can be made out to Divine Mercy, and e-transfers are available. You can provide food items. I have some of them on the table. Bear claws, fruit cups, and school safe packs are but a few. There's a website, a new website's being developed that will have all this information and more on the program, and that will be out ready by Christmas time. Now I want to finish with 2 things that are very personal to me. One reason I'm involved with children, I'll tell you, I've had 2 experiences. I personally was touched and made aware of the poverty of those in need. In 1999, I volunteered at the Red Cross at Camp Aldershot with the Kosovo refugees and experienced their poverty firsthand. 2 experiences that touched my heart with a little boy who every day at mealtime filled his tray to overflowing with food and gave it to his family. Even after being reminded that there was always enough food for everyone, he continued to do this. The hard years in the refugee camps had forced him to grow up very quickly and too soon. The second experience happened to me personally was a Muslim man who I passed every morning when I was going to breakfast. We would acknowledge each other and then carry on with our day. One day, Alexa McDonough, the then NDP leader, arrived and handed out carnations to the adult refugees. The next morning I was passing this gentleman, but this time he surprised me. He approached me, kissed me on both cheeks, and handed me a carnation. I was humbled by this act of loving kindness, for he had extended this gift given to him to me.
Thanks, Norm. I hope everyone can see this behind me. If you can't, do your best. If you want to come a little bit closer to where we are, there's a prayer in behind us here that Norm prays all the time, and I join him in this, and I hope you join us in this prayer for the poor and the needy.
Lord God, you came to give honor to the least, those forgotten, overlooked, and misjudged. You came to give first place to the last, those left behind, misunderstood, and undervalued. You came to give a warm welcome to the lost, those who are orphaned, abandoned, and destitute. Help us to be your ears to listen to their cries. Help us to be your voice speaking out love and acceptance. Help us to be your feet walking beside those in need. Help us to be your hands to clothe, feed, and shelter them. You came to the least, the lost, and the last of this world. Lord, hear our prayer. Amen. Thank you.
Now I'll be about 2 or 3 minutes. Now the purpose of domino toppling is to create a very long line of dominoes with thousands of them, knock them down with one push. But it's kind of boring if all I did was one long line. So you have to do 2 things with dominoes. You have to activate different stunts to continue the chain reaction. And you have to make patterns where 2 or more lines are falling at once. So you'll see a combination of both stunts and patterns out there. Now, people are always interested in the stats. So there's between 10.5 and 11,000 set up. Took 5.5 hours to do it. It's going to take about 9 to 10 minutes to fall. There's 30 to 35 stunts, and they fall at a speed of 25 a second. But I have different stunts that slow the action down. Starts at the train, and it ends with this cup tower falling down. Okay? Some other things, just quickly. I do have bags of dominoes for sale, 50 dominoes to a bag afterwards. They're at that table in the far left there. So while I'm cleaning up the dominoes afterwards, if you're interested in getting some bags, they're $3 each or 4 for 10. Okay, so if you're interested, just tap me on the shoulder and I'll stop picking up and go over and take care of that. I have promotional stuff. Okay, there's flyers and business cards also on that same table. If you know of any venues, any special events where I might be able to do a domino display, especially if anybody's from schools around here. I love going to all these venues, but schools are my absolute favorite. So if anybody can put in a good word for me at any schools, that'd be awesome. Now for the cleanup. Okay, I do need help cleaning up. Okay, everybody always laughs when I say that. But, the best way you can help me clean up, okay, is to grab an empty bucket, and there's a label on it that says what color goes in it, and there's also a domino taped on the inside that shows you, because I have different shades of colors too. So, okay, so the best way you can help me is to grab an empty bucket and put in whatever color it says. Don't pick up the rainbow, because that's got to be picked up a special way. I'll handle that. And don't pick up any of the stunts, because they all go away a certain way. I have a display to do at a school tomorrow, so I'm going to have to try to do my best to put things away as neatly as possible. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Just one more thing. So, I think there might be a few more things said, and while that's being said, I have to remove my safety barriers, so that'll add some drama with me tiptoeing through the lines. Okay.
Thank you, Billy, and thank you, Norm. And Norm came to see me in the spring, and I've been aware of what Norm's been doing now for a long time. Norm O'Leary is a secular Franciscan. What does that mean? He's of the world, lives in the world, following the rule of St. Francis, like Brother Peter and I do. And I was very interested in what he did, and he introduced me to Billy, and Billy told me what he does and what he brings. And I was so glad to hear that this event that you're at today is not a Christmas event. This is something that happens every day in Billy's life, in Norm's life, and now in mine. And some of the pictures that you saw up here of us going to Ross Road School and South Woodside Academy, we got a chance to meet the people. And the first thing that you see when you walk in the schools is their name. You meet somebody, you see the kids, but they also have, most importantly, a cafeteria right in front, because the kids need food, and they're going without. And so I'm proud to be associated with Norm in this project for Grab and Go. And we want to let you know that what he spoke about with the website, that's right inside the Divine Mercy website. We want to make you help us to help those that are in need. And so this isn't a one-time event. You can contribute at any time. Go right into the website, click on it, and you'll be able to go in and make a contribution directly to Grab and Go program. And I have a couple of young people here that are in our confirmation program. We're hoping they're going to get excited about this too, so they can come join Norm this fall and maybe come back and provide some of that important food that the kids all need so they can get through their day, and do their studies, and grow up and be nice and smart, just like myself and Norm. Right. So thank you very much for being here today, and it was a real honor to be with Billy here yesterday, and I almost blew it this morning. I was back here with him. We were doing a few last minute things, and the bottom of my habit brushed one of the little dominoes that set the chain to venture with the ball. I set this tower up. I don't want to brag. It took me 5 hours. He did all that. That took me 5 hours. Anyways, you'll get a chance to see how all this works together. Please enjoy what Billy's about to bring us. Now I'll also be giving Billy a hand at the end. And one of the things I want to thank Billy for is that when Billy goes out to the schools, they bring him in and they give him a huge contribution, because this is quite a big endeavor, as you can see. And Billy has done two things. First of all, he's given us his time, his talent, and his treasure. He's not asking us for money from this today. And all the proceeds that are gathered here today from your generosity will go to help the Grad and Adult program. And both Billy and Norm are doing one additional school besides the ones that were mentioned in today's presentation. Thank you.
Just bear with me, I'll go through the line and make sure I didn't. Not with this. Okay. Now, there's one important thing I forgot to mention. It'll just take like 10 seconds to say this. I can't guarantee one push will knock them all down. They might stop a few times, and if they do, I'll step up very carefully and get them going again. But I can guarantee you that pretty much everything will work out fine. Okay. Okay, let's do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm so busy watching and forgetting the video.
One of my favorite patterns is Florida. So as we're nearing the end, just a reminder, if you grab an empty bucket and put in whatever color it says, that's the best way to help me out. And when you're cleaning up, be careful to walk over the lines. They're a lot easier to pick up if they're in their line. Now for Brother Frank.
So if you folks have any questions or anything you'd like to share with Norm, he'll be down at the right-hand side, and Billy will be down right from the washrooms. Thank you so much, everyone.